Hello, sweet sisters. So I woke up full of excitement and energy today. I'm thinking about all of the good things that are ahead for us. So I'm not sure how I knew it. I know sometimes we just feel things, right? And there's not really an explanation for why or how we feel at that moment. But I was inclined to share something with you that I rediscovered yesterday. I've kept a journal for 10 to 15 years. And I have downloaded various messages from my divine team. Hello, Irma. Hello, Roxanne. And today I was really inclined to be thinking about what is it that we're ready to let go. And so it seemed appropriate to me to come over here and do a broadcast in front of a hotel, because that was part of my life for a very long time. 20 years. 20 years. Good morning, sweet sister Sarah. I'm so glad to see you. And I know that we're each right now being asked about what are we letting go of. And there was a time in my life when I would have said there's no way I would let go of traveling. And I want to be honest with you, I am shocked at how this year unfolded. Hello, Debbie, sweet sister. I'm so glad. I feel all your love and support over there. And I was surprised at what I'm ready to let go of, and traveling is one of them. I've spent a lot of my life in hotels. In fact, I've collected hotel keys. I probably could do a whole table if I was crafty and wanted to do a whole table full of hotel keys from all over the world. And I stood here because I was inclined to think about what are we each ready to let go of, because this year has certainly ended in a very different way than many of us expected. The fun thing I like about having a written journal is I go back each year and I look at what was I thinking and concerned about on the year before. Well, there was a very interesting story that my divine team gave me. I download things psychically. I don't know how to describe that anymore, except that's what it is. And so I receive very clear messages, and that's how it's guided me all these years. And we all have the ability for that psychic ability to tune into what our divine team wants for us. But some of us are better at training ourselves and hearing it than others. I am becoming more brave about sharing that because I'm hoping it will inspire some of you to become more brave. But I ran across a nugget that they gave me last year. The wind's out here more than I expected. And I very clearly, hello Chastity, sweet sister, and hello Carla and Barbara and CW and Bonnie. Woohoo! We're having a good roundabout here today. I wanted to read it to you. Goodness gracious, it's colder than I expected. Okay, so I'm not even going to try to paraphrase it because the nuggets were too important for me, and they said share this, and I said okay. So I was asking them about something, if I should go in a certain direction, and this was the interesting thing. And it says, Kim, your thoughts set a path into motion. Otherwise it is a neutral path until thoughts start to build the road. What are you paving the yellow brick road with? This was fascinating now, because they know I've always had a fascination with Wizards of Oz. So here's what they had to say. What are you paving the yellow brick road with? Negative bricks, defensive bricks, hopeful bricks, emotionally charged bricks, etc. Do you see what we mean? What path are you paving? Yes, the Wizard of Oz is an allegory for life, about choices. You think you have to go from here to there, but just like Dorothy's shoes, she had the power all along. She did have to go to that destination in order to arrive home. It is a matter of perspective. The wizard is the hero you all seek. The witch is the drama, the social conditioning, the negativity which tries to kill your spirit. The Tin Men, the heart, the scarecrow, and the brain, and yes, the lion with the courage. Now you are getting it. The castle is the place, they put in quotes, the place you so desperately think you need to arrive to in order to go home. The good witch is us, of course. I always love their sense of humor. They genuinely have a personality just like his. It is the light world saying that you've had the tools all along. It is your intention and focus on what you already have that brings you home. Not anything outside of yourself. Not anything outside of yourself. Chrissy, I see your request for prayers, dear one. I know these are challenging times for many, which is part of why I wanted to offer this to you. Very profound. What are you paving the yellow brick road with? Negative bricks, defensive bricks, hopeful bricks. Well, I have to tell you, sweet sisters, I woke up this morning with a burst of hope. I'm not sure what has changed in the environment, but I could certainly feel it was as if I was plugged into this incredibly charged, you know, we are here between now and the winter solstice on December 21st, and we're each being invited to plug into that positive side and to let go of things that we have before. And I guess this little allegory, you know, I was really surprised. I'd forgotten about this. I was driving home for us about what path are you paving? And so that's what I wanted to bring to you each right now, sweet sisters. I used to think that I had to do all of this. I had to do all the travel. I had to do all of these things in order to survive. And what this year has taught me is that I can survive in other ways. I can thrive in other ways. And so the question becomes is how attached are we to our suffering, sweet sisters? You see, I know that sounds kind of like a bizarre question. Woo! It's cold out here. It sounds like a bizarre question, but for many of us, we have been in this state of life where we expect to be, we expect to just tough it out, and we expect to just keep going even when our body's tired. We expect to just simply make it through the hard stuff, and this is just the life that was given to me, and I have to find my way. And so I'd like to ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how attached are you to suffering? With 1 being not very attached and 10 being very attached. I've talked to you several times over the past couple weeks about how our need for being hypervigilant all the time has kept us on high alert. It's something that I've struggled with, and as I've worked with victims of human trafficking, it's something that they live with. And the bricks that I'm using right now to build a future for myself, and as I keep everybody else in prayer and all the women who I'm working to assist as they move along, including the ones that have gotten out of trafficking, I want to build a yellow brick road that is full of hope, that is full of peace, prosperity. I want to build a yellow brick road where we're not attached to suffering anymore. Can you hear me? Let us all join in together and unite for that. And Bonnie says, well now, this message just sent a seed for all my afternoon musings. I've heard the word hope more than 3 times in the last couple of days, where you know, sweet sister, anytime we hear something 3 times or more, that's a signal for us. You all know that hope for me is an acronym for harness our power every day. Christy says, I feel that deeply. I know these next few weeks are going to be a bit of a challenge, and I know many of you are facing a whole spectrum of challenges. I am not here to not give credence to that. I do want you to know, though, that there is tremendous hope that no matter how chilly or freezing I might be, or how windy it is where any of us are, no matter what it may look like, there is a beautiful season coming on the other side of this, and that's what I'm going to keep sending the message for us. And so when we think about what road are you paving the yellow bricks road with? What are you paving the yellow brick road with? Yes, the Wizard of Oz is an allegory for life, about choices. You think you have to go from here to there, but she had the power all along, as do we, sweet sisters. The wizard is the heroes you seek, and you all have heard me many times say I don't believe in heroes. I don't believe in heroes. Sandy says, Dorothy has always been my hero. There you go, sweet sister. See, Dorothy, I've always been fascinated by her shoes, and I was putting up Christmas ornaments and I saw some of my Wizard of Oz things. We have the power all along, sweet sisters. We have the power all along. Yes, there are good witches. Yes, there are those mean witches from Yellow Brick Road. And there are all the other things around it. But at the end of the day, Dorothy did not need the wizard to go home, because deep within each of our hearts is a monad, is a nugget of the spirit that we were brought to here from the divine. We don't need anybody else to be able to bring that home to us. We can go home right here in our hearts. And so that's my message for you today, sweet sisters. What are you paving your yellow brick road with? Well, I'm paving them today with great, big, monstrous golden bricks with good times and hope and peace and prosperity. I am done with the darkness. I am done with the things that are out here to try to defeat us. I am done with those things. And I invite you to make those claims as well. Let us do away with all the things that are homeless. Let us do away with the things that we have simply said that, oh, well, this is the way the world is. I am calling an end to trafficking. I am calling an end to the darkness. I am calling an end to the evil. And some people say, well, Kim, sometimes you're just too optimistic. And I say, why not? Why not? Because if we're not out here declaring the way we want the world to be, then the others do. So please join me and think about, what do you want to pave this golden, what do you want to pave your yellow brick road with in a way that is just big and bold and creative and fun? Because, sweet sisters, I know absolutely for a fact that goodness is on the other side of this for us. Goodness is on the other side of this for us. And so until it, preach it as you freeze your assets. You are so right, Bonnie. I'm gonna start chattering in just a moment. So I'm letting go of all the things that I thought I used to have to do, which is why I have the hotel behind me. I used to think I always had to have the hotels and the travel to make my life, and I'm figuring out and learning that there is a different way to do it. And so Sweet Sister said, hope, faith, and love. There you go, sweet sisters. Hope is the thing, feathers the purchase in the soul, and sings the tune. So I'm sending that all to you, sweet sisters. Let me know if you think about it today, how you're inspired. What are you building your yellow brick road with? Maybe be all inspired about what's ahead. I am wrapping you all in much love, much light, and I will continue to bring hope to you in the upcoming weeks. Love you all. Bye-bye.